In the heart of a bustling city, where the rich lived in towering mansions and the poor struggled to survive, there lived a young girl named Lila. Her parents had died when she was only 6 years old, leaving her at the mercy of her greedy relatives. Instead of caring for her, they treated her like a burden, forcing her to do all the household chores while they ate lavish meals in front of her. Lila was beaten for the smallest mistakes, starved when she couldn't walk fast enough, and slept on the cold floor while her cousins enjoyed warm beds. One night, after being denied food for 2 days, she decided she had had enough. With nothing but the tattered clothes on her back, she ran away, disappearing into the dark alleys of the city. Life on the streets was harsh. Lila begged for scraps, slept under shop awnings, and endured the cold nights with nothing but old newspapers as blankets. Some shop owners took pity on her and gave her leftover food, but whenever she returned to her relatives, hoping they had changed, they would snatch whatever she had earned and chase her away again. Years passed and Lila grew into a thin but resilient teenager. She had learned to survive, but deep inside, she longed for love, for a family that would truly care for her. One rainy evening, as Lila shivered near a bakery, a well-dressed couple, Mr. and Miss Whitemore, noticed her. The woman's eyes softened as she saw Lila's frail figure. "Child, why are you out here in this weather?" Miss Whitemore asked. Lila, too weak to speak much, simply whispered, "I have nowhere to go." The couple exchanged glances. They had everything: wealth, a grand estate, but no child to call their own. After a brief discussion, Mr. Whitemore extended an offer. "Come with us. You work as a maid, but you have food, shelter, and safety." Lila hesitated. She had been betrayed too many times, but something in their eyes seemed genuine. With nothing left to lose, she nodded and followed them. At first, Lila was cautious. She worked diligently, never stealing, never complaining. The Whitmores watched her closely. Miss Whitemore grew fond of her, but Mr. Whitemore remained skeptical. "People can't be trusted so easily," he told his wife. "We must be sure." That night, they devised 4 tests to see if Lila was truly trustworthy. The first, the test of honesty. They left a purse full of money in her path. If she took even a single coin, she would fail. But Lila returned it immediately. And the second was the test of loyalty. A maid was instructed to spread lies about the Whitemores to see if Lila would gossip. She defended them instead. And the third, the test of kindness. They sent a beggar to the house when only Lila was home. Instead of turning him away, she gave him food from her own share. And the fourth was the test of integrity. Mr. Whitmore pretended to be furious at her for a mistake she did not commit. Instead of lying to save herself, she stood her ground truthfully. Lila passed all 4 tests. Moved by her character, the Whitemores called her into their study one evening. "Lila," Miss Whitemore said, tears in her eyes, "we want to adopt you, not as a maid, but as our daughter." Lila collapsed to her knees, sobbing. For the first time in her life, she felt loved. The legal papers were signed, and Lila became Lila Whitemore, heir to their vast fortune. News spread quickly, and suddenly her cruel relatives came crawling back, pretending to care. She forgave them, but never let them close again. As Lila grew into a refined woman, Many wealthy men sought her hand in marriage, but she remembered the streets. And one boy, Daniel, who had once shared his last piece of bread with her, Daniel had been taken in by a charity that sent him to school. Through hard work, he became a successful businessman. When they reunited, their bond from the past blossomed into love. They married, combining their fortunes and hearts. Lila and Daniel used their wealth to help orphans, just as they had once been helped. Her relatives watched in envy, but Lila had no hatred, only pity. She had risen from nothing to everything, not by luck alone, but by integrity, kindness, and unshakable strength. And so, the girl who once slept on the streets became a legend, a woman who proved that no matter how dark the past is, the future can still shine bright.